Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we visit St. Mary Coptic Orthodox Church for the 36th Annual Egyptian Festival. Then Mayor David Stoll brings us a brand new business spotlight at Protege Education Center. Barbara Reese has information on the upcoming East Brunswick Multicultural Fair, sponsored by the East Brunswick Human Relations Council. And over 24 harpists came to the East Brunswick Public Library as part of Harpers Escape, and EBTV was there to talk with some of the performers. So stay with us.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We're here at St. Mary's Coptic Church for their 36th Annual Egyptian Festival. Come join us for all the food and fun.
And then the final. Yes.
Well, it came about originally 36 years ago. The late Father Bishoy Dimitri was one of the founder of this church. He was the first ordained priest in the United States by his late Pope Shenouda III. And he wanted to show the community that we are a part of it with our ethnic culture. And by trying, he found out that the people loved it, and they all the neighbors, they loved it, that they be coming every year.
Well, it's always good to be at the Egyptian Festival at St. Mary's Orthodox Coptic Church. It was such an instrumental part of our community. And here's an example. You know, we talk about the different ethnic groups that we have in East Brunswick. Here you have an opportunity to learn not only about the Coptic Church, but also importantly about the Egyptian culture, which is a wonderful culture. I would always encourage people to come out. It's a 2-day festival. Wonderful food, wonderful community that's going to open you with open hearts to talk about, the work here at the church and again with the Egyptian community. And one of the key things this year is that we've seen so much turmoil in Egypt over the past months that it's important that our Coptic friends and their relatives back home are safe. Things are looking a lot better right now in Egypt, and all we could do is, again, representing East Brunswick, is to wish the Egyptian community, not only here in East Brunswick, but in Egypt, our best wishes as well.
What's special about it, actually, we opened the church for the whole community. We welcome everybody to come. We have our Egyptian Middle Eastern food, so they can come and eat some food. And also one of the program we do, they can take a tour around the church. So to see how the church was built, the organization of the church, even they give a tour why the priest wearing black, always wearing black and wearing this kind of hat here. And the main goal of the festival actually to welcome our community around us and also to introduce ourselves to the community so we can always have one heart, one mind, and one soul.
As a director this year, I was amazed that I got an email from people that moved out of New Jersey, and they schedule every year their vacation just to come and to attend the Egyptian festival. So it was a pleasure. The other thing that really encouraged me to take on the committee is I wanted to keep the youth out of trouble, so I kept them busy, and the amount of work that goes in and the details, it's amazing. And it's all about the love of the community, and it's all about the love of the church.
Well, this is the 36th anniversary of the Egyptian Festival, and it's a great opportunity. One of the purposes of the festival is to open it up not just to the parishioners, but also to the community at large. So it's a one time that people that live in East Brunswick can come and see what's happening here. The food is absolutely fantastic. It's like the best ever. And it's always a great event. The church is very beautiful. You learn about the different parts of the culture, the people. So it's an opportunity to see all that and just be with our neighbors. And one of the things we were talking about today, we had the benefit of having the consulate here from New York, and that was very exciting. But they were noting how easily the community comes together. And, we had a lot of kids here. The kids are doing a lot of community service. Our schools require community service, so that opportunity to have the kids all work together for a common cause really helps people to meld together. And in East Brunswick, I think our communities, all of our communities do come together. We don't really have some of the discourse that some other communities might have, and that's the beauty of East Brunswick.
And for those that are coming here for the first time, what do you think is the most exciting thing for them to see?
Beside eating some good food, but I ask them actually to go take a tour around the church to just get to know about who we are, about our Coptic Orthodox Church, and also even the design of the church, how things actually arranged in the church. I will actually advise everyone to just, before you eat, go take a tour, enjoy the time there, and then come back here and eat with us some Middle Eastern food. We have beautiful shish kebab, kofta, a lot of good food here.
I've learned, been coming here many, many years. You learn in advance, you pre-game it. You don't eat for a couple days because the food is delicious. And one of the nice things is about their culture is, there's just so many different types of foods to try. So yeah, I would encourage everyone, if you've never had Egyptian food, come out to the festival. It is something you're going to always relish.
The festival, as you could see, we have Egyptian handmade stuff. The moms are making some good pictures out of all handmade. The kids are making bracelets, necklace, and earrings. We have jewelry. We have some Egyptian arts. We have groceries. We have some of the banks and some of the local businesses. They come in, and we help to promote their business as well as to get to know the people of the Egyptian church.
And I know one of the themes this year is emphasizing the importance of the youth in the community. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, our church actually focuses so much on the youth. As a matter of fact, the late Bishop Bob Shenouda III, his main advice to all of us, a church without a youth is a church without a future.
Really, this tradition is started by the late Reverend Father Bishoy Dimitris, and the youth activity was his heart. And it started, 36 years ago. Initially, it wasn't only the financial gain, but also to bring the community together. We all were new immigrant then, and he wanted to bring the community, and a few weeks before the festival we get started, and the seniors wrap the grape leaves, and young mothers do the baking, and you feel reminiscing on old times. And then now, really the youth are taking over. They're doing a lot of planning and organizing, a lot of weeks before, they're really involved, and we like that because Father Bishop always said that the youth are the future of the church, and to keep it alive.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We hope you've enjoyed your tour of the Coptic Church and the wonderful festival that we've attended here today. We hope to see you again next year at the Coptic Festival here in East Brunswick. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, it's Mayor David Stahl with another edition of Business Spotlight. Schools have opened up, our students are learning, but every now and then we need a little extra help. And one place we can turn to is Protege Education Center. I'm here with Nithi Salaya, the founder and CEO of Protege. Great to be here, and as I said, schools opened up. I'm sure people are already coming in trying to figure out how you can help their students.
Yes, thank you very much. So, as my background, I am passionate about teaching, and I have kids also at the schools. So definitely schools are great, and East Brunswick schools are a great school district, and still students need some extra help at home. So either it can be parents sitting down with the kids, or if the parents cannot make it, they don't have time or they don't have background, they have to get a little bit of investment, and we can help those kids.
First, let's talk about your own personal background with your education.
So my background is I have a PhD in immunology, which is a life sciences biology. So I have experience in teaching and also in the science research field. So I have a passion in teaching kids. So that's the reason I started this education center, and I wanted to help them more of a scientific thinking and also with the math thinking. So I think I can help them do better in schools and also with the state exams, school exams, and that's what I'm really passionate about.
Let's get into more particular discussion with respect to the sciences and your expertise in that, and what fields you think that the students that you could help the most.
So with my background, I can help them with biology, chemistry, and physics and science for the smaller kids. So I'm offering tutoring in grades 4 through 12. So they have math and science, and then also biology, physics. And also with some college students, I can help with the biology and also the test preps with AP biology and chemistry, and SAT biology and chemistry.
Obviously the challenges of teaching someone in grade 4 differs tremendously from someone who's in the honor classes or the AP classes in high school. How do you handle that?
So the students, most of the students I do is one-on-one classes. So I want to see what specifically they need, what kind of help they need specifically. So that's the better part in the one-on-one teaching. So if they are in a lower level, then we try to help in that way. And if they're in upper level in AP classes, then I have the background to go into that higher level as well.
How long is a typical tutoring session?
So I offer mostly 1.5 hours per class. So that way parents don't have to drive twice and give it two times per class or per week. So 1.5 hours per week, and we can continue as long as the students need for a one-on-one classes, whatever they like to expand on.
And what do you find the reaction of your students to your methods of teaching?
So students enjoy learning because I wanted to, my way of teaching is a little bit different right now, because how I learned is kind of memorizing this stuff, and now everything is focused on critical thinking and problem solving. And because of my scientific background or scientist background, I can actually put them as a questionnaires. So people, kids more interactions, not just learning as a memorizing. So I ask questions mostly, and so they're trying to interact with them classes.
I think you've hit a key point. When people just memorize things as opposed to understanding how they got to the formulas and how they got the answers right, I think sometimes you get some disconnect with some students on solving that.
Right. So that's what helps with the one-on-one. So I can find out whether they need a little bit extra help on that, trying to understand, because the questions in the schools and tests nowadays they are putting more towards thinking and not as a memorized facts. So social studies or language you might be able to memorize and go away with, but math and science you need to really understand what you are learning. So that's what's easier for the exams.
And when I look at a map of the United States, I can always tell where certain states are. They don't move around, so I can memorize them. Besides the sciences, I understand that you also do other teaching, other tutoring here.
Right. So I also wanted to offer students with the presentation and public speaking skills. I think there's a real fear in the public speaking for most of them, even for adults. So I thought if you start training at a young age, the fear will decrease and they will be more comfortable in doing presentations. And I have a daughter in 6th grade, but she also started formal presentation at the 5th grade level. So I think that's very important in the beginning level, and I didn't have that chance to learn myself. So that's something we're offering, and monthly class for 4 classes per month. So I want to train with the PowerPoint presentations to public speaking level classes.
And public speaking goes more even beyond just public speaking. I think it leads to a greater level of confidence in oneself, which helps you in everything else.
So that's correct. So I'm not going deeper into public speaking depending on the class levels. Maybe in future I can add to some of the older kids. But for the smaller kids, they just need to know how to present in the front of the class and stand up and speak confidently. So that's kind of a little bit of training I'm giving. And then we can add up to higher training if they need extra help with specific presentations.
Do you see some parents come to you because they feel maybe frustrated or they don't understand how they can help their kids? So sometimes you have the opportunity to help parents so they can in turn help their children?
Right. So that's what I mentioned earlier, that I think the parents should spend time with their kids, and if they don't have a background in science or math, then that's what we are here to help them. I think that's what the parents are calling me and asking me. They need my kid nearly help. So I got a call last week for grade 11 students, and he has an algebra and chemistry. He's having difficulty. So the mother called me and can you really help him, because he's also getting into, I think, PSAT test. So that's what we are here, and we will be able to help with the math and science.
Let's go over just the basics. Why don't we get your actual physical location here on Milltown Road, phone numbers for our residents, and what's the best way for them to get in touch with you to learn about what services you offer and how you can help their children?
Right. So I think best way to offer specific questions, I think is best way is to call. So number is 732-432-4900. And also they can get information from my website, www.protegeeducation.com, PROTEGEDUCATION, it's a one word.com. And also they can email me info@protegeeducation.com.
Outside of tutoring, there's some other activities I know that you're getting involved with the young students today.
Right. So when they go into fifth grade and the middle school, they also involved in science fairs for the classes or schools. So I thought this will be a good opportunity for me to help them with science fair projects. I will not do it for them, but I can be an advisor or mentor for them and trying to fine tune some of the projects because some of the parents don't have the science background. So I thought that would be an additional benefit we can add to that. With that, I also wanted to encourage science education for the local kids. So I'm offering free science club activities here once a month. So it will be fun and learn activities. So I want to do some experiments, not non-hazardous experiments, and some fun games, and then give some snacks. And so trying to get students and kids in the local area get into interest in science. So that's kind of a basic idea. That's kind of a free for everybody who are interested in.
Well, that's fantastic, and I also want to thank you on behalf of the community. I know that you are a sponsor of EBTV, and I think it's fantastic when local business people, get involved in our township. So thank you very much.
And thank you very much. I think I love East Brunswick because of the great school district, and there's a lot of schools are in Blue Ribbon schools. So that's one of the reasons we moved here into East Brunswick. And thank you for your time.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We're very fortunate to be here today to speak with two members of the East Brunswick Human Relations Council about a very exciting event. First, we have Elaine Risley, Chair of the East Brunswick Human Relations Council. Welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Paula Quinton, Co-Chair of the Multicultural Fair and Secretary of the East Brunswick Human Relations Council. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome.
So, ladies, we have a very exciting event coming up on October the 20th. Maybe you can give us a little bit of an overview of this multicultural event.
Okay. Well, first of all, this is our third annual. And that's a technicality because it's our third annual of the Multicultural Fair that was previously called Our Community is Fair. And that was in existence for, I want to say eons, because I'm not really sure of how many years. But the most exciting thing is this year, it's in a new venue. We're going to be having it at our Community Arts Center on the corner of Dunham's Corner and Cranberry Road. And so it's a larger area where we will have an actual theater for the wonderful entertainment that will offer a sampling of so many different cultures. We have the Brummie Brothers, which is a bluegrass group, and you're going to see dance like you've never seen before. We have Irish step dancing. We have Egyptian song. There's just so much, and I don't want to forget anybody, but if I start to list them, I know that I'm going to because I'm doing it from memory. And it's going to be like 2 hours of just a sampling of this multicultural community in song and in dance, in the vendors, in the informational sharing. I want to say spectacular. I want to say unique.
You can.
I don't know what other superlatives to use.
Now, Paula, we talk about the vendors. Yes. We're having different vendors there from all different cultures. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going to have, I guess, a sampling of vendors from different cultures, and they're going to bring samples to share and to sell. So we're inviting everyone to just come and experience East Brunswick at its best, bringing what do you say, like a rainbow coalition of sorts to the community, and we're going to share it through food. So we have space for vendors, so if you're interested, we really ask vendors to continue to contact us, and they can see the number at the bottom of the screen, and bring their sample to share, and to sell.
And there's crafts available for the kids. It's a free event for the whole family.
Definitely. the Youth Council is going to be assisting us. There's going to be face painting. Flat Stanley is making an appearance. And there's one area, we're calling it Photo Nation Sensation, where there will be ethnic dress for people to dress up in, use their own digital cameras, and take their pictures in a French beret or a serape and a sombrero, and capture themselves and send it YouTube, who knows?
It's lovely to see. There's so many different things to do and to learn about the other cultures here in East Brunswick. Part of what makes East Brunswick special is that we do learn and respect a lot from our neighbors. Now, I understand this is a bigger venue for you. The township has been very supportive. The mayor, the recreation department is co-sponsoring this event with you.
Yes, they're co-sponsoring with us.
And what's the message that you're trying to come across? What do you hope people walk away with after coming to this multicultural event?
Though we are diverse and though we think we're unique, there are so many similarities. You know, every ethnicity has something wrapped in dough.
Indeed.
And it's the spices and the spices of life that unite us, whether it be in a tale, whether it be in a sound, whether it be in a picture. And we learn from this.
Learn from each other. So just to review, because we're coming to a close of our time together, and I want to make sure everybody knows where and when. Tell us the date again.
Okay, it's October 20th. It's Sunday from noon to 4 at the Community Arts Center. That's the intersection of Dunham's Corner Road and Cranberry Road. And it is free.
And there's parking.
And there's free parking as well. Yes.
So it's a real nice day to bring the family down and learn a lot more about your neighbors and about different cultures here in East Brunswick.
Definitely. Oh, and there's going to be door prizes throughout the entire event. And the community has been so generous. I don't want to name who is giving what, but there's gym bags, there's subscriptions to activities, there's free dinners, there's just so much.
Lots to be seen and to try out. And I know
I'd
the
like
council.
Yes, in fact, I'd really like to thank Patrice Fitzgerald, who is.
Oh, yes.
She is really going after a lot of prizes, door prizes, and also getting ads for a journal. And I'd also like to really thank my co-chair of the Multicultural Fair, Susanna Chi. She has really been guiding me because I'm a relative newbie to this wonderful council, and I'm really pleased to be a part of it.
And what has been so wonderful is that not one person on the entire council has just sat back. When we asked who wanted to be on the Multicultural Fair Committee, all the hands went up.
The entire committee.
And this year, there has been a bumper sticker contest, and the winner will be announced at the fair, and the bumper sticker, the winning bumper sticker, will be distributed at the fair. And so there's been so many different components. It's really exciting.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been an educational experience for me as well. Thank you for joining us. This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. Hope to see you at this special event.
On October 6th, more than 24 Harpers from around the world performed at the East Brunswick Public Library for the 21st annual Harpers Escape.
I started the Escape 21 years ago, and this is our couple of years that we've been here in East Brunswick for this concert.
Can you tell me a little about the program today?
Well, our program today is it's a compilation of music that the participants actually learned at our weekend. It's a learning weekend. It's a harp retreat. So we have teachers here, and then we have the students who come and they learn pieces of music, and that's what we're playing today. And then we're also playing pieces that we've learned in previous years. We have people who return every year, so they come back, and then we have this great repertoire of pieces that we've built out over quite a few years. So that's all the pieces that we're going to do. It's all Irish and Scottish music.
And how did the Harpers Escape begin?
The Harpers Escape began in 1992 because Debbie Bruin Wilson and I, she's one of our teachers, we had like little kids and we wanted to play the harp, but we just felt like we were getting interrupted all the time because we had these little kids. So we decided, wouldn't it be great if we could get away for the weekend and just do nothing but play harp?
I had actually attended someone else's harp weekend and had this idea that Kathy and I should do this for beginners. And she knew someone who owned a B&B in Cape May, and that's where we started out, and it just kind of grew from there. So this was our 21st year with the Escape.
And I understand there's a lot of people from around the world that participate in the Harpers Escape. How did they learn about this program?
Well, word gets out thanks to the internet, for one thing.
We can reach out to so many people through the internet. They find our website or they know about us from other harp events. And because we have like one of the longest running music weekends like this, we have a great reputation. So we have people coming from all over the country who come to our escape. And then they want to escape, they want to learn the music.
It's a great weekend. I mean, it's one of the only chances people have to really learn very intensively in the traditional style which is used in Ireland all the time, which is teaching by ear. So I think it's great to support a weekend like this where people get a chance to do that, because a lot of people normally would learn from written music. So this is really different in that they spend the whole weekend just kind of being immersed in the music and learning all by ear.
And what kind of pieces will you be playing today?
A mixture of Irish and Scottish traditional tunes. So each class, there are 4 different levels, and each class worked on different pieces. So my class is going to play an Irish jig and an old harp piece, which is from the 18th century. And then some of the other classes will play some Scottish tunes as well.
And how can people learn more about Harpers Escape?
You can go to harpersescape.com. That's the easiest and the best way to find us on the internet. And you will see videos there. You'll see a lot of comments from people who have previously been to escapes, and kind of like what the workshop structure is.
And are there any upcoming events?
Well, this is our one time of the year event. Now, I run a company called You Gotta Have Harp, and we run other harp events. So in the summertime, at the end of July, we have the Somerset Folk Harp Festival, and that's up in Parsippany. And that's the largest harp conference festival in the country.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Yeah, play harp. Eat, play harp. What else is there?